Hello and welcome to Meditate with me. My name is David Youngren. I want to speak to you for a few moments about how I became involved in meditation. And I want to do it for several reasons. Number one, because I want you to see what makes me so passionate about this, why I'm so excited to share with you about why meditation works. And it also will help you understand why I've spread this around the world, why we're doing the things that we're doing. Because it first impacted my life, it changed my life. And so I want to take this is a very personal, somewhat unlike the other videos that we're producing for this, but I want to just give you my story so you know my story and the reason why I'm doing this. It started for me in 2005. Actually, if I go back long before that, I was raised in a religious home and a Christian home. And of course, meditation, as you probably know, was not exactly a practice among most Christians. It would seem like as an Eastern religious concept and an idea. So it's not something that we practiced at home. But I was raised in a Christian home, and I quickly became quite well known as a pastor and minister. I traveled around the world and had sometimes as many as 100,000 people in one of my meetings, and quite successful. Had a lot of things going for me. I was a Bible college president. I was really quite religious, so to speak. And then through a number of different things, I ended up in Southern California. I was actually quite heartbroken. I was quite angry with a lot of religious people who had done me wrong. I was upset about it, but I ended up here and I started having these cluster headaches. And I think these cluster headaches came because, I was angry and a lot of emotional baggage that led to this. These cluster headaches would get so horrible that I felt like someone was sticking a knife in my eye and literally would twist that knife around. And I was just in such excruciating pain that I thought, I don't even want to live anymore. Why continue to live like this? This is a horrible kind of life. So I thought I'd rather die than live like this. I just covered myself up and would lay in dark rooms and put a wet towel over my face and did everything I could to somehow alleviate the pain for a moment. And then I would pray. I would do everything that I kind of been taught to do, but I didn't get any better. I got worse. And it's very devastating. It's horrible feeling that you have that you're somehow not enough, that things are not happening for you, that you don't have enough faith, that your prayers are not good enough, that there's something missing in your life. So I was pretty devastated. And one day I was upstairs. This is in 2006. I was upstairs and I was walking down the stairs, and I mean, this is crazy to me. I don't even know why. I don't know where it came from. I have no idea, because meditation was so far from my way of thinking, because I was raised in such a religious home that I never even thought of meditation. That was before nowadays we hear about mindfulness, we hear about meditation, it's become a popular thing. But back then, nobody knew anything about it. Nobody talked about it. It was not part of our culture. And I just had like this inclination to meditate. And to meditate on the profundity of the love that Jesus exemplified when he laid down his life for everybody. I mean, it's one thing to lay down your life for your friends, which is so admirable, but to lay down your lives for your enemies and people who hate you and people who despise you, that was such a mind-boggling story to me that fascinated me so much that so I sat down, and I remember sitting down in my car and I just closed my eyes. Didn't know exactly how to meditate. No one had taught me anything about it. Never read anything about it. Didn't know anything about it. So I just sat down and just closed my eyes and imagined that I was with Jesus as Jesus was being beaten on, with this whip that was went across his back and that tore his skin off. I just watched the movie, The Passion of the Christ, and as I saw this, I was overwhelmed with such a love. It was like Jesus looked into my eyes in my imagination, and I saw Jesus' eyes, and I was filled with this overwhelming sense of love and peace. And instantly, my pain disappeared, and that was in 2006. And since then, I have never had cluster headaches. Now, why is this such an important story? And why does this help you, I think, because it shows you where I'm coming from. When I talk about meditating with me, I do this out of a great passion, because that day, even though I didn't start meditating right away, but that day started something new in my world. I've opened my eyes to something that I had not seen before. I was so narrow-minded in my little group, in my little tribe, in my little religious tribe, that I had failed to recognize that there is something beyond just my little tribe. And I started practicing something, and eventually the more I practiced this, I noticed how it had changed my emotional well-being, and it changed so many areas of my life, my relationships. So that's how I get started with meditation. And so if you want to learn more about some of these things, if you want to learn more about how to meditate, you just go to, I think on the description box, you will notice there is a link. You can go there, you can download a free meditation that a lot of people use. I think it will be benefit to you. And also I would encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube station, and please come back for our next video, where I'm going to teach more about how to meditate and the goal of meditation, and we're going to go through a lot of different interesting things. So you don't want to miss that, so make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.